Class of 2017, it is great to see you here, and I know for you all it's been a long journey to get here. How many of you all, is this your 12th year at Woods? And then we have some who it's their only year at Woods, and then everybody else, of course, is somewhere in between. However many years you've been here, as we talked about at the senior dinner the other night, we're glad you're here. We're glad that you were a part of our education at Woods, and glad that you made it to this day, along with everyone else who's here. For me, this is my 18th Woods graduation. So I think I was starting to teach at Woods when you all were being born, I believe, right? So it's very gratifying to me to have gone through a sort of life cycle all the way through high school with the class. And, you know, for someone who began when I began here and a few others here, to see where we've come during that period of time, it is really an incredible thing. So it's a joy and an honor for me to be here. It's a joy and an honor for me to be able to introduce our valedictorians today. Normally we have a valedictorian and a salutatorian. However, we had a tie this year in the calculation of the highest grade point average. And we do that on the basis of not just the basic grade point average, but the difficulty of the courses that people took, so that it's a weighted grade point average. And this year we have a tie between John Farrell and Tessia Bobrowski. Where's John? Right here. And where's Tessia? Okay, great. And each of them is going to give a valedictory address. I'm not going to give you a long list of their academic accomplishments because I think it's pretty obvious that they're great academic students. If at a school like at Woods, they are co-valedictorians amongst such a group that is so outstanding academically. I would like to say a couple of things about each of them personally. I had the opportunity to teach this entire class with just a few exceptions when they were juniors in U.S. history, and greatly enjoyed it. And although both Tessia and John were reputed to be science and math people, they both did extremely well in my class, which perhaps maybe means I need to make it more difficult. You don't think? I don't think so. They're simply two outstanding students, and they work very, very hard at whatever they do. For Tessia, what I always remember about her was her writing. Not just that she did such a thorough job and covered every subject inside and out on her weekly assignments and on her essays, but also there was also usually a lot of humor in it as well. And I always enjoyed reading both her weekly assignments and her essays, and I think it'll be something I never forget. For John, when I think of John, I think of somebody who's always strived to do the best he could and was always trying to continue to improve. I couldn't list the numbers of times if he asked me, you know, how could he do better on this? How could he learn more about this? And so forth. And I think it's just a mark of the type of character that he has. I think that both of these are examples not only of people who are highly intelligent, but who also work hard, and most importantly are a young man and a young woman of strong character. And I think that each of them has success written all over them as far as the future to come. Tessia will be going to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And John will be going to Wake Forest University, one of our top private colleges in the country. So, without any further ado, I'm going to have each of them come up here. And I have here listed John first. John, are you planning on going first? Was that okay with you? Okay, so why don't you come on up, and Tessia, you can wait till he's finished and you can come on up, okay? Okay. John and Tessia.